It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Some might say it's cold, others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They're led out by an electric third-year player from the University of Utah, T.Huntley.
A 3-year starter at the University of Utah. He got his NFL opportunity as Lamar Jackson's backup in Baltimore, mainly because he possessed similar qualities. Excellent runner, big-time arm, just has to grow in accuracy and avoiding mistakes.
They'll start out here with the option left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Gotta like that start, 14 yards to get him going. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
To throw, Huntley. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Huntley to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Here's Huntley. This is caught by Robinson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Huntley going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Huntley looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss. Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Looking to throw, Huntley. He's going to look deep down the field toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Atlanta sending its offense out for the first time, and for the first time since 2008, it's a rookie who will handle things at quarterback. Out of Cincinnati, the 3rd-round pick, Desmond Ridder.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ridder gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll run with Patterson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the 2nd quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. forced out to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Let's go. Let's go.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing on 1st down. Huntley, he's going to look deep for Watkins. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that's how you start a drive, because they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Huntley. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Huntley. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Williams to return. And he returns this to the 22. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leading that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, and this time he's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, but we just saw they were not play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it
in. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive.
Huntley. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw on second down. Huntley, he's going to float this one deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On third down, Huntley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be Falcon football. But the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They can't read us straight up. That's right, baby. Play it to the wall.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Handoff running left, Patterson.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Marcus Williams from his safety spot making a nice play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try to make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Back to throw. Huntley. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams. as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 12-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
To throw on 3rd down, Huntley. Man open is Robinson.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Tucker's kick is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now Ritter and the Falcons down 9-3. A little over a minute and a half remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's back to throw.
Able to find Patterson.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry.
Back to throw.
He's got Fertzer.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Huge 1st down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Back to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson.
Oh, an excellent tackle there as they keep him inbounds and hold him to no gain.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. One final shot now. Not even sure he can get it to the end zone there from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
This for all the marbles.
And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.